Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 5 episode number 6 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, things are not looking good. Freya came in and tried to ask Hestia for Bell. Obviously Hestia didn't comply, but Freya was like, I'm gonna take him anyways. And then everyone started attacking the Hestia family members. The Freya family members started attacking them. And in the end we see Freya do something which was something that I guess nobody was expecting. She used her divine power and charmed everyone in Orario, and made sure that everyone like kind of charmed them into thinking that Belle is their familiar members. Obviously, she couldn't charm Hestia because of her divine power, her own divine power, which nullifies Freya's charm. But everyone else, even the gods and the goddesses, have been charmed. Obviously, Bel hasn't been charmed because of his Liaris freeze. And now Bel is in a world where everyone thinks that he's part of the Freya family, and all the memories of him are not there. And now he's thinking obviously, if everyone is saying something and you're the only one who thinks something different, you're going to question your own sanity after some time. So that's probably what's happening now. So let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. And let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Who's this? Oh my god. Wow, they're making sure that he doesn't. Whoa. Like, the thing is, he has so many memories. It'll be difficult to. Oh, they are sent that girl. Yep. No. How about no? Hmm. Damn. Ah, great. Like I was saying, like he has so many memories of Hestia and and their familia that I feel like it'll be difficult to make him believe that his memories are wrong, because here's the thing, he definitely has no memories of Freya familia, because obviously what will he have? There's no memories to begin with. He on in replacement of that, he has so many memories of Hestia familia. Who is even going to think in this situation that, oh, maybe my memories are wrong? Like, I don't know. Like, if he had a lot of Freya familiar members memories, then maybe he would have questioned that, oh, which one is correct? But he has no memories related to the Freya familia. What is he even going to base the yeah, this is not. Also, the fact that what was her name? Asfi and Ryu, both of them still, I think, still has their memories. That'll help. Like, if Bell can find at least one person who is like, yeah, your memory is right, he'll gain his confidence back, I think. Yeah. Distorted city. Oh, there you go. Here it is there. Hmm. Oh, oh, that is true. Outside the city makes sense. What? Something I needed from down there. Hmm. The fact that she tried to kill Belle, yeah. Oh damn, that is crazy. Okay. Yeah. Nobody remembers him. Oh, Hermes. Okay, is this the correct time to break him out? Oh no. There you go. But what time is right? That's the question. Hmm. Maybe after gathering more allies? I don't know. Wait, who's that? Oh, Ice. Oh, she's probably remembering that, when she trained Belle over here or something like that. And the fact that she doesn't have her memories, it's like, it's confusing her. Yep, there you go. Yeah, well, never mind. Yeah. It'll hurt him more. Yeah, if Liaris freeze like waivers, then even he will be affected. Okay, is this Heron or is this Freya? Oh, that makes sense. Yep. This is Heron, isn't it? I think so. Like in Freya's form. Stay out of it. Oh, still unknown for. Yeah, okay. Makia. Yeah, he cannot really do anything here. Where's what, Fels? That was his name, wasn't it? There you go. Oh, mmm. Yeah. Right. It'll depend on the situation outside. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. It's well made thing. Oh, great. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Obviously, they'll be like, oh no, there's no one called Sir. Yep. No, there she is. Damn, she dressed up and everything. Crazy, yeah? Mm, okay, that is a very good. Wait, what? How can she? Wait a minute. Okay, I don't understand this part. What is happening? Why is she able to? Is she like somehow tricking him? No, there is a level up. You can see it. What? Okay, no, no, she's tricking him somehow. Oh my god. Oh wow, that you can do that. Damn, that is crazy. I didn't know the fact that something like that existed. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Freya, it's just. Yeah. Okay, well, run away. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, this freaking guy won. Bro, shut up. You know. Mm. Yeah. Okay, that is insane. But I guess there's not none of that. Yo, this guy needs to chill. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah, this is how you guys train? Bro. That is absolutely insane. Yeah. Now stay there. You little. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? This might actually help Bell in the long run. Like, like boosting his abilities and everything. Yeah, you stay there, you little piece of crap. He was mouthing off like too much. Ugh. Oh, these guys. Bro, your family is absolutely insane. Oh, great. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, she's trying to. They erased everything about Belle everywhere. Oh, oh, this. I think this is all the. She used to teach Belle about the dungeon and everything. Oh, oh, there you go, Belle Colonel. Oh, they probably missed this one since it was in the. Oh, she's remembering. Mm. Oh, her charm is. Oh no! Wait, is this actual Freya or is this Heron? She informed her. Yeah. The charm. Damn. Like so. Like this is impossible to. If someone even remembers Belle, like some other person will inform Freya that oh this is what's going on, and Freya is immediately going to come and take care of it. Yeah, you're just resurrecting him. It's like it makes sense why Freya family is so strong if they fight like this every single day. Damn. Oh yeah, because they do know the situation. Well, sucks to be you. Hmm. Yes. Oh, she's reading the book, the note. Oh, hopefully Bell finds that. If he somehow finds it, I doubt he will. But Like I can understand, like Freya's trying to make him say this and like break his heart more. But I feel like the reverse is going to happen. He's probably going to. Avengers Graveyard. Yeah, whole ass backstory you have. Oh boy. Yeah, I think she has a whole ass backstory for him. She's yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh my god, shit. Bro, it wasn't a Morgan. Wait, she didn't. Yeah. I see what she's doing. Like she's sprinkling some truth into it as well. That is why. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Ugh. He's- Ugh. Yeah. Okay. You need to. Okay. Oh boy. Bruh. I never thought I'd see Freya like this ever. That is insane. Oh god. Like there needs to be something that makes him believe that. Oh, like. But what? Like this is the thing. Freya has all like the like everything that can make Belle somehow remember. She's just taking care of it immediately. Like like I feel like even if Rue and Asfi comes in and tries to like tell Belle about the situation, Freya's somehow going to take care of it. So how like you have to somehow trick Freya, get in, and maybe make Belle believe. Like I said, there's only one thing, like a small little thing, anything be it, needs to make Belle realize that oh yeah, my memories are the true memories. That'll be enough. But the way this is going, that's pretty difficult. Hmm. that it? Yep. And that was today's episode. Okay, today's episode was, you know, yeah, basically Bell trying to figure out whether his memories are correct or not, and little by little, him kind of going through the different situations, which is making him be like, oh no, maybe not, maybe my memories are wrong, maybe what everyone else is saying, the Freya family members are saying, is right. Like, I think, like, I said this in the very first part of the reaction. I was like, how even is this going to work? Like, he has so many memories with the Hestia family, and you know Freya family he has no memories of. So how is he even going to think that this is true? Like, and I think I got my answer in the end. Like, Freya, like I said, Freya has all bases covered. Like, what I was talking about, that she has so many memories of Hestia family and he has no memories of Freya familia, unless and until he's able to, go past that, he's never going to believe Freya familia is his familia. But in a way, you can see Freya's also taking measures for that as well. That is why in the end you can see, like, she was reading the book, and she, like, all the information that she knows about Belle that happened in Freya, and like, in Hestia family and everything, she is making it as if that happened with the Freya familia. And Belle was like, oh, like, what happened when I was level 2? What happened when this happened? And Freya's like giving all the answers, and Belle is trying to compare that with his memories of Hestia family, and he's like, oh, she's right. So am I heavily mistaken? Like, is this really a curse? Like, did all of this happen in this familia, not in Freya familia, not Hestia familia? Like, now he's questioning that whole thing, and I guess that is, like, probably the best way for Freya to counter this situation. Like I said, the lack of memories of with Freya familia, all she needs to do is make Belle believe that everything that she thought has happened with the Hestia familia has actually happened with the Freya familia, and that's what she's doing. And little by little, make convincing Belle off. And that is actually I hate to say it, but that is actually very smart as to what she's trying to do. This is definitely going to, like, hasten the process of Belle, believing that, oh yeah, my memories were wrong, I was with Freya familia. Yeah, but you know what, I don't know. Like, this, I'm just not really finding any way that Belle, unless and until, like, because, like I said, like, we saw what happened. I was thinking maybe Asfi and Rue is going to sneak in somehow, but they cannot even sneak in. We saw what happened as soon as Aina, like, kind of almost broke the charm. Like, Freya immediately got informed, and she immediately came and just, like, rewrote the charm in on her. Yeah. So, right, that is crazy. Now, obviously, there's a few things that we need to, kind of, I feel like, think about. First and foremost, like, I doubt this is ever going to happen, but I was kind of thinking maybe, like, Freya herself will change her mind by the end, but I doubt that is going to happen. There's like a very less amount of chance that that ever happens. Um, if not, then what else can make Belle remember? Like I said, Rue and Asfi are probably the biggest, like the characters that can best help in this situation. But the problem is, if they come in, immediately Freya's going to get informed. So somehow they'll have to sneak in and do something about it. Hestia obviously is another factor that will probably be important in making Belle remember. But I just don't know, like, how she's going to do anything, because currently she really has no allies in this situation. She cannot even talk to Hermes, and as Hermes said, that you need to give me the note at the appropriate time. If you mess up the timing, then there's a possibility I might become your enemy, which is true, because, like, in this situation, if Hestia tries to tell Hermes what happened and tries to, like, Freya's immediately going to get informed about that, and Freya's going to come rewrite the charm back on Hermes, and Hermes, like, will probably become Hestia's enemy. So that's why Hermes said, like, you need to make sure the time is right. Another external factor here that people who haven't been affected is, what's his name? Uranos. Yeah, Uranos. Even Fels. I think that was his name, wasn't it? Fels. The that person with Uranus. Um, Even Fels is like charmed, I think, because he was saying like, "Oh, is it true? Like, are we all charmed?" And it doesn't feel like it, you know. So him saying that might kind of means, probably it means that he's also charmed. Yeah, but Uranus wasn't charmed. Who else? I guess there's another character who will probably play a big role here. Now here's the thing. Like, I'm not 100% sure how she discharmed Freya Familia members. Like, she charmed everyone, but how she did that, I'm not 100% sure. I doubt Freya went along meeting each and every Familia member and, kind of taking out the charm. I feel like she probably, like, as a whole, like, kind of, like, took out the charm from them. If that is the case, then I feel like there's a possibility Mamma Mia hasn't been charmed. I'm not 100% sure. Also, the fact that she's literally in the opening fighting, there's a big possibility she hasn't been charmed because she was part of the Freya Familia. I don't know if that'll help or anything. And she's also quite a high level. As far as I know, I think she's like level 6 or something. Obviously not as high as Otar, but she's pretty damn strong. So there's a possibility she hasn't been charmed. So I'm not really sure like if that'll help in any way, but yeah. But other than that, yeah, things are really not looking good. So these are the few things that might help out in this situation. Don't know exactly how and when, because Freya's literally making sure everything is nothing goes amiss. So it'll be quite difficult. Okay, so a few things to talk about in today's episode. First and foremost, like Hestia told Ice, especially not to go in front of Belle, which makes sense, as she said that if since Laertes freeze is actually based on Ice, like if Belle's feelings for Ice wavers, then that'll make Laertes freeze, I guess, inactive, and if that happens, she's immediately going to get charmed with by Freya. So Hester doesn't want that, so she's like, do not go and meet Belle. So that's the first thing. Then we have this potion or whatever she got from. Wait, she got it from. Wait, who did she get it from? Riveria, I think. Wait, just a minute. Let me go back. Status Snitch. A rare item that allows a different familiar to update any given person's status. Rivira. Yeah. Okay. Rivira's that girl, isn't it? You know what? Let me check. Yeah, the elf. The green-haired elf. No, wait. No. Rivira is a location. Wait, then what was her name then? What am I? Oh, Riveria. Oh, that's her name. Okay, I was mixing up the two things. Riviera is a location, and Riveria is, yeah. Okay, I mixed that up. I was like, oh, she's talking about the elf, but I was like, why would that elf help her? It would make no sense. She's from the Loki familia, you know. But okay, Rivera is a, okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a town. In the 18th floor of the dungeon. That town. I remember that obviously. So she got it from there. Okay. I knew getting this from Riviera was a good idea. Yeah, and that is how they were able, like as she said, it can help other characters change or level up, even if they are not in the same, like familiar. Okay, so this is interesting. So I guess, like, I was always talking about Rue's leveling up, because Rue fought a lot in the previous season, and I was like, yeah, she's definitely leveled up by now. But since Astrea is currently not here, like she is here, but she's somewhere else. She was like writing letters to Rue. I was like, oh, maybe they'll. But if you have this, I'm pretty sure anyone can like status update Rue. But I guess like Rue probably wouldn't want that. I'm not really sure if she would. Like she would probably want her own goddess to do it, but there's no possible way of that happening currently. I guess. But it is possible, like like for her to level up. I guess we're using that. But I'm guessing it's pretty very rare type of potion. Nobody can like get their hands on it as easily as possible. It is rare. That's why it was possible, I guess. Um, okay, and that was probably one of the biggest things that made Bell even question his own memories more. Because, he's like, wait, what the hell? Like, I was 100% sure I'm, like, a Hestia family member, but she changed my status. Obviously, he has no idea about this potion thing, whatever it was called, status snitch or whatever. Um, yeah, so that's that's the situation, and that made him even question his memories even more. Right. And then obviously another thing which is I want to talk about is their way they trains. That is insane. Imagine like almost not almost but actually killing your own family members, and then the girl there, she's just resurrecting them, and she's like, oh, like that is how they train. They fight, they die, and they get resurrected, and they fight again. And I guess it makes sense why Freya family members are so damn strong. If you fight like this, like a madman like this, yeah, it's going to make you strong, like obviously. So that is their training regimen, I guess. Now, Bell, I don't know, in a weird way, I guess this will probably help Bell like get more stronger, but still, like this is absolutely insane. Um, Bell was actually able to take out all the familiar members at that point. Like even that freaking guy. What was his name? Vera or whatever the hell his name is. That Shinji looking guy from Fate. The guy who looks like Shinji from Fate. Whenever I look at his face, I get pissed off. Exactly, that is the reason why. He pisses me off whenever I look at him. Like he reminds me of Shinji so much. I'm just. Anyways, so yeah, he was able to defeat them all. But then the problem started when the higher level family members came in. Hedin and the others, and yeah, so Bell like died over here, and that girl was like, "Oh, let me just resurrect you there," and she just resurrects him. Okay, I never have seen this girl before. Who is this? This pink-haired girl? Like I said, like I've played Memory of Freeze and everything, and there's a lot of characters that Memory of Freeze brings in, who characters who will come later on in the future and everything. But I've never seen this girl before ever. That's interesting. So right. Hmm. Okay, then the whole thing with Aina as well, when Aina was like remembering everything. So as Freya says, it was like Aina's bond with Belle that is so strong that it was almost able to break like her out of the charm. But I guess this is probably the same with most characters who likes Belle. Like probably Lily, and like if they find something that is um that kind of reminds them of their connection with Belle, maybe the same thing is going to happen with them as well. Like Lily, Haruhime, who else has a very strong feelings for Belle? Obviously Hestia, but Hestia hasn't been charmed, so that's yeah. Probably not Ice, because yeah, I guess you could say Ice do like Belle, but I doubt at the same degree that Lily and Haruhime has feelings for Belle. I doubt that. So not Ice probably. Who else? Who else has feelings for Belle? Uh, these two are the main ones, aren't they? I don't think there's anyone else. I guess you could say Cassandra as well, but Cassandra, I don't think in no way does Cassandra like Belle as much as Lily, and because Lily and Haruhime has a way stronger bond than Cassandra. Uh, so I doubt Cassandra, but yeah, these I think like these two would probably be the one. Maybe Welf as well, because Welf also has a very strong bond with Belle. Not obviously like not in that way, but as a very good friend, he has a very strong bond with Belle, and he's been there from the very beginning along with Lily. So, oh, we oh wait, what about the? Oh, I never thought about it. What about the Xenos? Did they get charmed? I don't think so. Okay, that might actually be another like loophole that might help us. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, because I'm pretty sure the Xenoses are like deep down in the dungeon. I don't remember the exact like floor. But like Rene and who else? All the other Xenoses. We had that mermaid as well. What was her name? Marie or something? I forgot her name. Um, so yeah, that is also another thing I didn't think about. But I guess the Xenoses cannot really do anything in this situation. What can they even do? Like they cannot really come out in the surface. Uh, yeah. Anyways, right. So like yeah. What was I? As I was saying, like characters who have like strong feelings for Belle, they might again kind of break out of this whole thing a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because I feel like Freya always has, as Freya said in today's episode as well, keep an eye on Belle and her his family members, Esther family members. So if someone somehow breaks out of the charm, immediately Freya's going to get involved, and Freya come in and she'll just make put charm on Belle, and that's what's going to happen. Also, another thing was, like Freya, when Freya was like moving around, in the guild in front of Uranus, was that Herne or was that Freya? That is my question. Because Freya told Herne that I'll stay in the Familia. You do use like like take my form and do the jobs that I usually do for now. So there's a possibility that like these were actually Herne. I'm not really sure. Anyways, um, yeah, and then obviously, like I said, the biggest like there was like two things that really helped Bell, made Bell like almost change his mind and think that all the memories of Hester family is wrong. The number one is, as I said, the whole status change. That one. Number two is this thing where like Bell comes in and Freya's like, "Oh, tell me your story." And when Belle is telling her the story, the things that she has read in that book of Aina, she's telling them to Belle and making it as if all this happened with the Freya familia. So, like I said, she's not like outright denying, like, oh, all these things that happened with the Hester family is wrong. She's not really saying that. That probably wouldn't have worked in this situation. It would work in an opposite way. Belle probably would be more suspicious about the situation. Instead of doing that, she's just being like, oh, yeah, that did happen. But it happened with us. And that is, like I said, this is another thing that is making like these two things, the status update and this thing that she did here, like mixing in all these lies with truth, is making Bell question his memories even more. Now he's thinking like, oh wait, maybe they're right. Maybe all these memories that I have never happened with the Hestia familia. It happened in the Freya familia. And now he's like asking him this question himself. And yeah, that is not good actually. Like, Bell is just little by little, yeah. Right. Anyways, yeah, and that was that. I think that was today's episode. Oh, also the final scene where, like, when Belle runs away from Freya, feels like laughing out loud. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen Freya giggle like this. She's like actually giggling, bruh. Okay, and yeah, like I can understand. Like this is what I guess this was what Helen was talking about. Helen was like, I don't want our goddess to like devolve into some kind of giggling little girl. Like she shouldn't be, and that's why she was saying like your Belle is tainting her or something like that. Yeah, like bro, what? I never in my wildest like imagination even thought I'd ever see Freya giggle like this, bruh. Anyways, that is it. That was today's episode. Yeah, things need to change. Like really, like this is actually not looking going in a good direction. Like Freya has all bases covered. That is insane. Like absolutely crazy. And yeah, and there you go. That was today's episode. So that was that. Now, that was my overall impressions. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, you can see this girl. Like I said, I don't know her name. I've never even seen her before in Memoraphies either. The pink-haired girl. She is like, oh, yeah, it's a curse. You have been cursed. The curse is basically making you have these memories that you shouldn't have. Referring to Hestia Familia, the memories of Hestia Familia. and she's like, oh, like, oh, these guys, the quadruplets, they quadruplets, or I don't know, four of them, the four of them, they say that, now they kind of talk about like dispelling it, but she's like, oh, I cannot do it. Maybe the Diash's familiar member, that girl, the one girl, Dia Saint. She's, I think, like, she's supposed to be like one of the best healers, and like, like, and I guess dispeller in this situation. And like, I do know her. I don't remember if she was shown in um Danmachi. I think she probably was shown in Sodorario, wasn't she? I don't remember, but she was definitely there in Memoria Free, so I do know her, Dia Saint. And yeah, so apparently she can help, but obviously, Fair Family doesn't want to make like a debt to their familiar members, so they're like, no, we cannot allow that. And yeah, and this girl is like, oh, like, don't worry, Belle, everything will be fine. Tries to take his hand, and Belle smacks her hand away. She's like, damn, this is serious. Um, okay, then Hedin comes in, and all that. Okay, so now training starts. Before the training starts, we see Freya talk to Hern. Obviously, like I said in the previous episode, I was like, I was like, what can I say? 80% sure that Hern was still alive, because in no way are they going to kill Hern. Uh, because like Hern was also one of the favored ones of Freya. So Freya's familiar members, in no way they are going to do anything to her. So yeah, Hern is still there, and as you know, as Freya said, that you are not allowed to go in front of Belle anymore. Because up until now, like, she probably had a lot of contact with Belle as Sir, but now she's like not allowing that to happen. She's like, yeah. And she then said, like, you take my place, you do the other jobs that I do, and I am going to, be here, talk to Belle. And then she also talks about, Freya also talks about the little, like, stuff, the little loopholes, the things that she has missed. For example, people deep in the dungeons. Here we go. People living in Riviera down in the 18th floor. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. And I've taken measures to deal with them. And you can see she has that potion with her, that she uses later on. The status snitch, I think that was what it was called. Um, yeah, and then Hen is like, oh, like, are you sure you don't want to punish me? I lied to you. I even tried to kill Belle. And she's like, oh, like, like, punishing you would actually be forgiving you. So you do, like, me not punishing you is actually something that is more, useful in this situation. So I'm not going to punish you. You just keep devoting yourself to me. I guess that makes sense, because, punishment is basically a way of like, oh, okay, you did something wrong, here's a punishment, don't do it again, like forgiveness. But she's like, oh, that is exactly what you want, so I wouldn't give that to you. Right, later we see Hestia like walking the streets, and like comes in contact with Hermes, and she's like, oh, Hermes, you remember yesterday what happened in the previous day? Hermes is like, what are you talking about? Obviously, Hestia realized that this is not the time, because if she tries to break the spell or whatever, yeah, as Hermes said, there's a possibility I might become your enemy. So make sure to give me that letter in the correct time. So Hestia's doesn't know what to do. So Hestia's like wandering around. She comes in contact with Ice, and so Ice is just standing there. And like I said, even though Ice's, I guess you could say, bond with Belle isn't that strong as the others, like maybe Aina, because I guess it makes sense. Like, Aina realizes that she likes Belle. Same with Lily. Lily realizes she likes Belle. Harume realizes she likes Belle. Not Ice though. Ice definitely is fond of Belle, but still not in that way. So I guess that is why here you can see, instead of outright breaking the charm like Aina did, I'm guessing that is why Ice was just feeling something is wrong, but she wasn't putting her finger on it. That's why she was standing on this place where she used to train Belle here. You remember? She's standing there and she's like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know why I came here. I'm trying to find something, you know. And Hestia's like, do you know Belle? And she's like, yeah, like he's from Fair Familia, isn't he? And Hester's like, okay, just don't come in contact with Bell and don't talk to him. Like if you do that, then that'll be very bad. Because yeah, like if Bell sees eyes like that, then Liaris freeze is going to get weakened. And that will be not good at all. Then we see Freya come and talk to, again, like I said, I'm not sure if this is Freya or Hern. It's possibility it's either of them. The fact that they can change their psyche literally means that it's Hern and Freya at the same time, I guess. So you cannot really say who it is. Like for now, it was Freya. And Hern using Freya's persona, Freya's psyche, I guess. If this was Hern, there's a possibility this was Freya herself. Like I don't know. Either way, she comes to Uranus and she's like, yeah, you didn't get jumped, it makes sense. And she's like let's make a deal. For now, just don't interfere in our situations, just leave Bella alone, and we, the Freya Familia, will make sure that the dungeon, conquering situation and the dragon situation is dealt with, and we are going to actually properly, like take actions for it. Where is that part where she says that? And Uranus himself says, even though I know the situation and I know what's going on, my hands are tied. I cannot really do anything here. So yeah, I'm just going to turn the blind eye for now. Obviously for now, because as Uranus said to Fels later, that just let's wait and see what Bell does. If there is a possible way of making things right, then we'll take action. Now taking action won't really help in any way or any, and it might actually make the situation even worse, because Freya will then actually actively target Uranus as well, and that won't be good. Okay, there's a few things that Freya says here that I don't understand what she says. Wait a minute, let me just read it. I'll order my children to tackle the dungeon and ensure significant progress is made towards conquering it. That includes exploring the still unknown floors and laying the groundwork to defeat the Black Dragon. And this is obviously one of the biggest thing in Danmachi, which barely gets even mentioned. The Black Dragon, they are trying to yeah. And like I said, I don't know much about the Black Dragon, little bits and pieces from what I remember from Memoria Freeze. But obviously the Black Dragon is supposed to be like a creature which, they have to fight and defeat, like that. I guess that's like the end goal of Danmachi, the Black Dragon. These are all like minor antagonists, like Freya and all of these characters. That will be the end goal. I don't know when that will happen, but the Black Dragon will probably be like the finale, the big antagonist, the big boss or whatever. And as far as I can remember from Memoria Freeze, it was Zeus and Hera Familia were actually all of them, their familia got completely wiped out because of their battle with the Black Dragon. Something like that I think happened. I don't remember exactly the details, but it was something like that. And that's why Freya's and that means, so if she could have done this way before, but she never did this. She was I'll tell my children to put more effort and make significant progress in it. In return, just turn a blind eye to this whole Bell situation. Okay, this part I do not understand though. She says the Makia. What do you say? I don't understand this part. Makia, what is that? Anyways, maybe it'll be revealed later on. I'm not really sure about what the Makia is. Okay. Anyways, so Uranus, like I said, Uranus says I cannot really do anything in this situation. Yeah, what can I do? I'm just sitting here, and you've just charmed everybody. Yeah, I'll turn a blind eye to this whole situation. And then Fels comes in and he's like, oh, wait, is this real? Have we all been charmed? And yeah. Either way, Uranus is let's just wait for now and see what happens. Then, during the perfect opportunity, we're going to act if we can. Right. Later, we get to see Bell look at I'm surprised that they didn't take away his armor, because but I guess yeah, because it wasn't as if yeah, the armor is definitely important to him. It was something that he bought with his own money. Aina also gifted him one part of the armor. I remember. No, wait, no, that was not Aina. he himself bought the armor. I remember Bell went to that, in the very first season and bought Welf's armor. One part of the armor he bought, and then later on, when Welf joined the group, he made like a full-fledged armor for Bell. So yeah, but like I guess it wasn't really that, like, I guess you could say, like if he had Hestia knife, that would have been a troublesome situation, because Bell would have definitely, that would definitely have be the proof of being in the Hestia family. Otherwise, why would you have the Hestia knife? It's literally called Hestia knife, and he'd probably, then that would make him like believe that, yeah, I was with Hestia familia. So that's why they took that away from him as well. Right. Either way, yeah, now he's kind of thinking about the situation, like what's going on, you know, like, and what to do. Yeah, this and that. Later on, they take Belle to Freya's, like, room, and Freya's like, "Oh, come, Belle, I want to talk to you." You know, and they start talking. Obviously, Belle is not really having any of it, and he's like, "Oh, can you please give me a little bit of a, like, like a proof, like, like, update my status, please." And yeah, and she does it. She exactly does it, and Bell is like, "What the hell?" Like I said, this is like one of the biggest thing that made him almost change his mind and think that Hestia Familia memories are all wrong, because obviously, like, it's the god and the goddess of your familia that can only change your status. So this is like a significant thing. Bell obviously has no idea of this status snitch, this thing, you know, and yeah, and Freya reveals that she kind of put it on Bell's back, and it temporarily changed to Freya Familia symbol, and there you go. And then after that, Freya's like, "Oh, don't worry, Belle. You're a little bit confused now. Everything will be fine. Like from here onwards, come and talk to me. Tell me about your stories. I want to know about the Belle that I don't know about. That you are seeing in your memories. And I'll accept it." And stuff like that. She's saying. And I feel like obviously she wants to know it, because I guess that'll help her make her the backstory that she's making, it'll help her make a better backstory. Like I said, she has a whole ass backstory of Belle that is not even real. And but not only that, I feel like as a person, like as a goddess, like the amount of, I guess you could say, affection and what's that word? The amount of I can't find that word. What is that word called? The amount of, like, the amount of things that she wants to know about Belle, because of her affections for Belle. She genuinely wants to know about him, and that is why she's also asking him to tell the stories. It's like a mixture of two. Like I said, it'll help her make a better backstory, and she'll also get to know about Belle. Either way, yeah, so then she's like, "Oh, like, from here onwards, every day at morning you'll train, at night you'll come to me and we'll talk," and then she's like, "Oh, you want to you want to jump on the bed with me?" And Belle is like, "Oh no," and just runs away, and Freya's like laughing. Yeah. Anyways, next day we begin the training, and yeah, this freaking guy, whatever his name is, Vera or something like that, he is like, "Oh, let's fight," and he starts fighting with Belle, and Belle sees like the situation, like literally people are killing each other here, and that girl is like resurrecting them. Belle actually takes out everyone, using Firebolt and his fighting prowess. He takes out every single character here, even that annoying little squeaky guy. Yeah, and then everyone else comes in, Hedin and the others, the higher level characters, and they start their training with Belle. Next, Aina. That scene with Aina, where Aina is like, something weird is going on. I don't know about him, but there's also a part of me that thinks that I know about him so much. Belle Cranel, and she's trying to find like the his records, and he's not there. And so they missed that logbook that she had, because it was like within the papers and everything. So Fair Familia missed to take that away from her. So Aina like kind of topples over the papers and gets that book, and she's reading it, and she reads everything. She reads everything that happened. Her feelings for Belle, and it kind of breaks through the charm. But then just Freya comes in because someone else informed Freya about it. Everyone is charmed in this place. Like every single person here is acting as Freya's eyes and ears. So Freya comes in and Freya's like, oh damn, like you have no real power, but you're still resisting the will of a god. And I feel like this also, like, maybe because she's an elf, she's able to, I don't know, like there's a possibility that that's probably helping her. I'm not really sure. Anyways, yeah, but because obviously the major reason is her connection with Belle, and Fred says this. Where's that part? You have no real power to speak of, yet you're resisting the will of God. I'm honestly jealous. It's like you and Belle are tied together with some small special bond. She takes the book. I'll take this. Don't worry, I won't throw it away. Yeah, and then she recharms her, and yeah, she's like, oh, what was I thinking? Oh, I don't remember. And she's, yeah. Okay, and then next we see Belle dies here, actually dies. But she immediately casts resurrection on him, so he comes back to life. Yeah. So there you go. That is that. And yeah, they go back to the cafeteria. Everyone's eating. Obviously, after so much training, everyone's eating a lot. And then this guy, what's his name? You know what? Let me see. Vena or Vera? No, Van. Okay, that's his name. Okay, whatever. Van. So the reason why he's pissed, obviously, is because like it's not because of Belle, but more of the fact that Freya's putting all attention on him, and she's like, you like yeah, obviously that's going to happen because Belle is special. And then Belle goes to Freya's place in a room, and Freya was reading that book. She puts it like in a corner, and then she's like, oh, come here, Belle, I want to talk to you. And she's like, tell me your story. And Belle talks about how she found Hestia, or how Hestia found him, all those like stories he's telling. And she's like, but what about you, like goddess Freya? Like how did you, like like how did you meet me? Because Belle is now like, yeah, like what actually happened, what is true. So that's the fact. Freya has a whole ass backstory, as if she's like this is like some like when people like write fan fictions and everything. This is literally what is happening. Freya's writing fan fictions of him and Belle, bro. And she's like, oh, we met at a graveyard and you were there putting flowers in the and that's where I fell in love with you. And Belle is like, wait, what? And she's like, oh, like also the fact that in the dungeon you killed the first goblin and you were so happy. And Belle is like, wait a minute, that did happen, but obviously in his head that happened with Hestia. So, and then again, this is the best way I guess Freya is doing it, is that she's mixing in truth with lies. So, and she's doing it in such a way that is making Belle question whether all of this happened with Freya or with Hestia. And I feel like the nail in the coffin was definitely the status exchange, because now he's thinking like, okay, unless until she's actually my goddess, she wouldn't be able to change my status. And now Belle is thinking like, oh, since she's saying all of these things which matches with my memories, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Hestia who all of this happened with, it's Freya. So this is actually a very good play that Freya is playing here. Okay, and he cross-checks everything, asks her different questions, and Freya's like telling everything that happened with Belle. And Belle's like, yeah, she's not wrong. And anyways, now he's questioning everything. And then Freya's like, oh, just forget about that. We'll talk about all of this tomorrow. What about this dress, Belle? How do you like it? And she's like, like, oh, like, can you help me take out the dress? Belle tries to take it out. And then Freya makes a weird noise and Belle runs away, just screaming. And Freya like starts laughing and like giggling. Heron is like outside. He's like, what the hell is even happening? She comes in and sees Freya like this, and Freya's like, oh, you know what? I'll keep this dress, wearing this dress today. I'll sleep with this dress on. Like Belle said, this is a very good dress. That's why. Yeah, and there you go. That's what happened. That's how it ended today. Yeah. Right. Like I said, I have no idea how they're going to counter this. This is just, like the fact that Freya has so, like, has all bases covered is what is making this so much more difficult. Like, yeah, this is insane. Anyways, and if this continues in going in this direction, Bella will probably like actually start thinking that all this happened with Freya, not Hestia. Also, the fact that Hestia herself has denied any connection with him in front of his face, you know, and all these, yeah, it's just like it's inevitable, I guess, at this point. Like everyone is saying, like, oh, you're from Freya Familia, and you are the only one with different memories. Obviously, after a certain amount of time, you think that, oh, maybe I'm wrong, maybe, yeah, everyone is saying this, so they must be right. I'm probably the one who's in the wrong. Right. Anyways, and there you go. That was today's episode 6 of Danmachi season 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Danmachi. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.